Hello, Daphne, darling. How are you?
I'm good, Pearl, and you?
I'm feeling really good. I'm excited to talk to you
Hmm.
because you're a real HTS OG. We have been working together off and on online for, I want to say at least 5 years now.
I say 2022, I think. Yeah.
It's 2026. We've been out here doing the damn thing. So, if you could describe your experience in healing through seduction, how has it helped you either professionally or personally?
Well, I think for me at the moment, they're both intertwined, the personal and the professional. But
Okay.
if I would say something, the first healing through seduction, principle that helped me the most is consent. Always ask consent first, which is something that I've never learned how to do because as women, this is the first thing that we always thought is always put everybody first and then don't care about yourself but others. But that
Mhm.
one, even when I like want to get up and go do something for my business or for myself, I'm like,
Yes.
I feel like I want to sleep first. So I go to sleep because I'm like, my body said, not right now. Or when somebody is asking me something, which is something I've very honed in, is when somebody asks me something and I have to think, I'm like, do I really want to do this? Is this gonna hurt me later on? Like,
Mhm.
and I decided not to do it, even though the guilt is killing me.
Mhm.
No, I really want to get up and go help that person, but then it's like, yeah, but you had 10,000 other things planned. That person just came out the last minute and they can't be more priority than you are for yourself.
Especially when it's last minute. I agree with you because so many of us, it's a battle. Do I listen to my body or do I listen to my mind that's telling me I should feel guilty? And so I'm so happy you've been able to incorporate that HTS principle. What about the self-consent? What about listening to your body? And as we know, when we listen to our intuition more, that's how we actually trust our dreams more, right? Which leads me to this powerful question that you sent in. Do you mind if I read it before I answer?
No,
Okay,
you can read it. Unless you want me
I
to tell
love
you
it.
more which one of the other principles I use, but it's up to you.
Oh, are there more? Well, let's get into it. Come on.
Yeah, there
Because,
are
like I
others.
said, I didn't want to take too much of your time, but you're like, no, I have some
No,
time to talk to you. Okay, tell me
listen,
about the
I
others.
told you this was, I left this time specifically for you, so we
Oh,
got time.
tell me. Let me sit back. Let me just sit back and listen.
There's the affirmation of like, when you get dressed and you say glamour is your birthright. So
Yeah.
that one, I've been incorporating it even more, like getting dressed, like coming and talk to you and putting this on instead of being in my robe or walking around and dressing however I put this on, especially when I put on my lingerie in the morning because I that was something I neglected so much back then. And because after giving birth and I'm like, oh, I'm too tired for this mess. So I put them on, and the first thing I say is put my hand to my heart and say, I am worthy of my desires and my boundaries. And I'm like, that one, like, I keep saying it. I'm like, I'm going to keep saying it until it becomes completely true because I have so many dreams in my head of where I want to go. I'm like, this, I'm going to keep repeating it, dressing the way I like to be dressed until it becomes reality.
May I offer something that's being put on my heart to share?
Sure.
Reality. It is reality. So the reality, I want to honor my boundaries. You already said that sometimes you do. Even even though you are retraining yourself. You already said today I put this on instead. You already said I wanted to talk to you so I blocked the time out. A lot of times we miss the steps to the mountain.
Yeah.
But it's not just about the top of the mountain because some people won't even take that first step and you already have. You've taken plenty of steps. Even if you had to rest and sit down, you're already living in the manifestation.
Thank you. Because I think I needed to hear that because I'm like, I'm so ready to get to the top. I'm like, all this stuff. I'm like, no, it's not enough. I have to do more.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm happy that this was brought up because all of us, and again, the only reason why I can tell you what I just told you is believing my team made it to where I had to learn that. It's like you asked for this, but are you even appreciating that we're already showing you evidence that it's already here?
Yeah.
You know? Ooh, wee, I'm feeling goosebumps.
And that's the other one. I feed my sensuality, my sexuality, my spirituality, my intuition, and I added other things with my maternal skills, my
Mm.
feminine tone and language, my feminine CEO business thing every day, just like I feed myself food and water. That one I say this I don't know how many times during the day because
Yes.
like I have to remember the point where you said we're babies and students. So I use that to remind myself, like when I fall down, I'm like, okay, it's still baby step, but you're still moving and then paying attention to what's better, what's worse, and then how can I fix it. But I keep saying it. I feed it because I like the perfection thing. I'm like, it has to be perfect. It has to be perfect. But I remember Pearl said, you are a baby and a student. And I'm like, okay, so let's what would a baby do? Celebrate all the steps and
Yeah.
also learn from them like, okay, this is where I need to change, this is where I need to change. I don't know. But I'm like, I repeat it every day in my head.
And you can think about your own babies, the babies that you know, right? Your own, your nieces, the children in the neighborhood. We delight seeing their baby steps. Nowhere in history have we looked at a baby fall and laugh or kick the baby while it was down and say, why aren't you perfect? Why aren't you walking yet? We like, oh my God, look at them go. Look at them try. And as Black and Brown people, we have to remind ourselves that we have the luxury in this era. One way we can honor our ancestors, some of them, because we have to remember some of our ancestors were very liberated, very empowered. Those are the ones most likely speaking to you, telling you about these dreams, not because you're going to be the first, but because you might be the first where it's documented, where these documents won't be destroyed. And being a student is how we honor them because the world has told us as Black women, we must be twice as good to get half. And we get to deconstruct that in Healing Through Seduction. No, I have the right to be a student. That's your wealth.
Yeah, because the path that I just chose to do professionally, I'm gonna need the ancestors. God actually already showed me evidence of this is the right step because I'm like, women need to hear what I'm going to do because it's about teaching women about their menstrual cycle and to
Yeah.
teach them about fertility, especially the way that right now this country is with the abortion thing and all the other mess. And I'm like, if we have power over ourselves in the blueprint that God put inside of us to know how to live your life, oh, we will be unstoppable.
We sure will. And I definitely want to, when I email you, I want you to send your information so I can put it in the notes and also share it on Instagram. And I'm going to go ahead and go into because I have another appointment. So I'm going to go
Mm-hmm.
ahead and go into answering your question. And
Yes.
I cannot wait to, at the end, I want you to just kind of tell us more about your business after I give you these rituals just because I know what you have to offer us is going to be so beneficial. So you wrote in the comment when I asked people, what's
Mm-hmm.
stopping you from reconnecting to your body, your sensuality, like what's stopping you from focusing on that? And you said that you've been wanting to be a different person, dress more sexy, you have a business where you're your own boss and you want to work smarter, not harder, okay, with few hours and making more money, which is the T. Okay, but you told the truth. You said, however, I feel like I would be alone at the top, and that keeps me tied up since almost like since most people, only know struggle and you don't really know how to manage the loneliness of having no one like yourself and not wanting to be stuck in your old reality. Thank you so much for naming this, because when we are elevating, it can affect how we feel in our body. So let me just say this to you. It's not necessarily lonely at the top. It's only lonely if we feed that idea. There are paid and free communities online, in person, that you could actually join now. You can go to like meetup.com and see what kind of business events are happening in your city. You can go right to Facebook and see what kind of women's groups there are. You can join the different healing communities. So it's not that it's lonely per se, but it might look different. And this is where we get to tap into saying, and I'm allowed to dream. I'm allowed to honor this dream. Here's what I want to invite you to do. One, again, we have to shift
Mhm.
the mindset, but two, your ritual. I would love for you to try having weekly business meetings. So you are a businesswoman. And as you said, though, you're dealing with the loneliness of the people around you not wanting to come. And let me just say this, they may not be meant to come with you, but that doesn't necessarily mean it'll be lonely. You may need to shift how you all connect. They may not be a part of this. And sometimes when we are called to do something and we try to bring other people with us, they may not be inspired by it. They may start to resent it. They may feel like you're implying that they can't go after their own dreams. So, right now, I would advise you to have these weekly business meetings with that inner child, with the version that you are saying is at the top of the mountain, whoever that is,
Mhm.
and the older version of you that's going to be very happy. And I mean, truly, put it in your calendar. Every Monday at 3 p.m., you have a weekly meeting where you share. I mean, and go, this is what I do. I go so far that I go on Zoom and actually have this meeting with myself, with this team, and talk about
Write
all.
it down.
And don't you listen, I'm going to send you this recording. and
Okay.
and 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 I talk about my wins, and I ask my inner child, what are you afraid of? And like truly, then I journal from my inner child's perspective and really let them speak.
Mhm.
Okay, the one that's on the top of the mountain, okay, tell me, what do you see for us, spiritual team? What do you see? Let that write, just free write. 80-year-old version of me, what do you need me to do more than anyone else so you can feel secure? What do you need me to do this week? How do I need to show up to make sure you feel secure? And then I want you to plan a day from like a year from now. And I want you to plan like a surprise party. And I want you to approach it the same way you would approach your children for their birthday or Christmas. You're not telling them every day what you have planned. You're silent. You are silent as you plan. And then you just allow your actions to speak. If you don't want to be alone with the people in your life, say nothing and let them see how it benefits them to do what you're doing. Motivate them with your actions, not your words, not seeking them to come along. Pray to have the courage to inspire them to activate their own dreams. Ask your spiritual team to give you the guidance to step forward, to go for it, to let, if you need to be in solitude, as I have been open about, I'm truly in solitude. They took me away from everyone and everything that I loved so that I can activate. And I have told the people that I love, I'm not even accepting baby pictures. I got people in my life who just have children. I'm like, don't even send me your children's images. I don't want to be contacted unless you're talking about a client, unless you're talking about hiring me, unless it's for this goal, because I have to birth me. And I'm going to invite you to birth yourself right now. And last thing I want to say is, when your womb is open and you are birthing and you are in labor pain and you are using the bathroom on yourself and there's blood everywhere and tears, guess what? Everybody can't be in the motherfucking delivery room.
No.
You are in a womb birthing space and phase. Protect your womb. And then a year from now, here's a surprise party. Let me show y'all what I've been up to. That's what I have for you. Now, I would love to hear if any of these resonate with you.
It did so much because as I was reading this book called Upper Limit, it says that there are things that people cannot do because you are still holding yourself back. And
Yes.
one of the limits that I had was not being able to shine because I can't leave people behind because it's gonna make them not, it's gonna dim them.
It won't.
And I'm like, okay, I decided not to forget about them. I'm not gonna dim myself. I'm still gonna get there.
Yeah.
And I have all my friends, like you just said, all of them got lost. I'm looking for them around. I'm like, there's only two left.
But more are coming. More
My
that
car
are
was
aligned now.
stolen 2 weeks ago, and it was like one after the other getting hit, boom, boom, boom. And it's like, it's just telling me that I need to completely fly and just do the business completely instead of doing like side jobs.
Yes.
It's just to just straight down go to the business because all the things that I've said I've wanted, they've been given to me in a way I don't even imagine. I wanted marketing. I was like, I don't even know I'm going to do marketing. I don't know nothing about that. God delivered it to me for free, and for women that works exactly in my field.
Exactly.
And,
Exactly.
and it's like, okay, but I like the idea of you saying I have to have meetings with my people because this will, I have been silencing them because they have so many big dreams. I'm like, can I really do this with the thing that I'm doing? Because my mom just chewed me out last week for letting her know this is what I wanted to do, to be a coach. And then she's like, what?
Yeah.
You can't even barely do this, do that.
So, again, I have another client, so I have to transition out. But
Mm-hmm.
just show. Just so don't tell. Don't tell anyone else. Just show. Just show. And so really quickly, let us know how people can work with you because I'm going to share this in my emails. I'm going to share this on YouTube and I'm going to share it on Instagram. So tell us what you do and how you can help us and how we can find you.
Okay, so for now, I am a certified fast like a girl coach, which means I train women how to fast like women because we can't fast like men because we're not built like them.
Yeah.
And I also added other certification that also transition on the same topic, which is I'm a menstrual cycle coach, soon to
Mhm.
be, and also a natural fertility education educator, which
Perfect.
is
Perfect.
to help women use their menstrual cycle as the blueprint for the life, for exercising, for eating, for keeping people in their life, and for um, I guess all the activities to learn how to rest, to learn how to rest in their femininity and also rest in themselves and even know when things are not working perfectly for them, that God put everything in you. You don't need outside sources. I don't need to teach you like, oh, this is a program that teaches you 1, 2, 3, this is how it's done. No, it's done in a way that you decide. I'm just the guide, but I'm not the one who tells you what to do. I just
Absolutely.
help you figure it out how to do it, which means
Perfect.
how fasting looks for me is not how it looks for everybody else.
And tell us how people can hire you. Is there a website or is there an email address or Instagram?
Yeah, it's thefastinglifestyle.com.
Fastinglifestyle.com. And again, I'm going to get all this information from you, so I'll be able to put it in the description. Thank you so much for your time, darling. Thank you, thank you,
Thank
thank
you
you.
so much
Thank you,
for
thank you,
all
thank
your
you.
teaching. And if I got here, it was because of you,
Yeah.
because you gave me the courage and the strength to know what it looks like, not only for what you teach me, but also looking at you as the example of social proof that it can happen to be a coach and be making this money and be doing
Yeah.
all this. So thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, honey. I will send you an email very shortly. And thank you so much again for your time. Good luck.
Thank you.